So for the continuation of the report of Ms. Aviles, here's the other definition of monetary standard by other people. So first is by Juan del Castillo. Monetary standard is defined as a system which is built upon a specific standard value. So ang monetary standard para sa iya is a system that was built around a certain standard value. Then by Prof. Florentino Cabalteja Sr., monetary standard refers to a country's set of laws, rules, regulations, policies, and accepted practices governing the issuance, use, and demonetizations of the different kinds of money in a particular country at a given time. So, para kang Prof. Florentino Cabalteja Sr., ang monetary standard is nag-refer daw to a nation's body of laws, rules, regulation policies, and generally nag-recognize by practices that control the issuance, usage, and demonetizations of a various forms of currency in a certain nation and at a particular period po. Next is by Gregorio Miranda. Monetary standard refers to a standard that embraces an entire monetary system of a country having for its foundation of a particular standard of value. So, para naman sa iya is, a monetary standard is a country's entire monetary system na nag-referred on having a particular standard of values. So, lastly, by Zacarias M. Ronquillo, monetary standard refers to the country's policies and procedures that a country adopts to establish a sound monetary system with its monetary unit kept at specific weights and fineness of a standard metal used as money. So, the term monetary standard refers to a nation's policies and practices for establishing a stable monetary system and on maintaining its monetary unit at particular weights and finenesses sa standard metal used as money. So next is the classification of monetary standards. So we have two classifications. There are commodity standards and non-commodity standards. So first, the commodity standards will be reported by Ms. Berungan. So, in the continuation of the report of Ms. Berungan on the commodity standards, so ang second type sa commodity standard is the bimetallic standard or bimetallism. So, bimetallic standard or bimetallism defined as a monetary system in which coin of two different metals, usually gold and silver. So, while the monometallic is based on one metal, silver or gold, and not both, ang bimetallic is both gold and silver coins are standard coins. So, a ratio is fixed by law between their values. So, kanis sila kay coins of each other or each of the two metals are unlimited legal tender. So, this system also provided a free and unlimited market for the two metals, imposed no restrictions of the use and coinage of either metal, and made all other money in circulation redeemable in either gold or silver. So, a monetary standard is a currency system in which two metals simultaneously or at the same time naga-function as currency within a country or region. So next is the legal ratio coinage ratio and mint ratio. So it refers to the ratio between the weights of gold coins and the silver coins in the mint. So kani sila is naga-refer sila sa ratio between sa kabugaton sa gold coins and silver coins. So for example, the Coinage Act of 1792 defines a $1 coin as containing 371.25 grains or 24.1 grams of pure silver, and a $10 coin as containing 247.5 or 24.75 grains or 16.04 grams of gold. So, ang 375.25 na pure gold is i-divide nimo sa 247.5 or 24.75 grains na gold. So, mag-equal siya og 15. So, the statutory silver to gold ratio was 15 to 1. So, means na for every part of measure sa gold, 15 parts of silver ang need para ma-equal siya sa value sa isa ka gold. Next is the market ratio. So kato po din kuan kanina legal ratio, coinage ug mint ratio is kanina system that only works pag ang market value sa silver and gold are very stable against each other, which was common throughout history before 1870. So next is the market ratio refers to the ratio of the value of gold and silver as being bought and sold in the market. So example, so kaning market ratio nagarefer sa value sa gold and silver na ginapalit o ginabaligya sa market. So example is 16 to 1. So a mint ratio of 16 to 1 means that the gold dollar is worth 16 times sa value of a silver dollar. So when silver discoveries reduce the bullion value of silver, the silver dollar loses its bullion value in comparison to the gold dollar. So next is the Gresham's law. Mo ni siya ang nagaano-ani na quote na bad money drives out good money. So gikan ni siya sa pangalan sa kuan ni Sir Thomas Gresham. So this law operates whenever the legal market ratio of silver to gold shift away from the mint or legal ratio. So Gresham's law ang nag-state ato na kuan itong bad money drives out good money. So it is when two kinds of metals of different values or circulated with equal legal tender power, the metal na naay lesser value tends to drive the other metal na naay greater value out of circulation. So example, imagine na nagadto kag supermarket para magpalit og pagkaon and atong napalit example is worth 5k. So example ang kuan worth 5k worth sa imong kuan napalit na item. So you get to the cashier and in one hand na kay 5k na bill and in the other hand nagunit pud ka og piece of gold na worth exactly na amount na bill na imo gunitan pud. So giingnan ka sa cashier na mo accept sila either which would you give to pay for the food. So unsa man jud imo ihatag kadtong bill or kadtong gold. So they would give the paper bill, or you would give the paper bill rather than the gold, and their answer is basically the same. Guy, they want to hold the gold because, or you want to hold the gold because feeling nimo it's more valuable, where in fact same lang sila value sa imong gihatag or sa imong gibayad na bill. And this is Gresham's law. Again, it says that the bad money will always drives out the good money. In other words, people will always choose to spend the bad money and hold on the good money. In this case, we're talking about gold. So kaning kuan as ingon gyud na this law was named after Sir Thomas Gresham's, the master of England smith in 16th century. Next is the Simetallic standard or Simetallism. So Simetallic standard or Simetallism, this is one wherein the monetary unit would be defined in terms of a fixed weight of two or metals held at a fixed ratio contained in the coin to be declared by law as legal tender. So kaning Simetallic standard or Simetallism is ginadetermine niya ang value sa kabugaton kana na metal